Would you like to see a video of the flaws on this handcrafted Bible that's supposed to retail for $170 and how to fix them or go about them? Stick around and I'll dive into that more later. However, today, brothers and sisters, I wanted to talk to you about why I think this particular brand of Bible, this publisher, may have a secret that nobody's talking about that is absolutely phenomenal. And that is having to do with Bible memorization. Now, a lot of people, want to dive deeper into the Word. That's what we're supposed to call to do, is to meditate in the Word, to understand it. And being able to memorize the Word is a big thing. I'm really bad at it. However, when I first got a CSB Bible, I wanted to try out a single column. I also was not doing so great on my eyesight, so I wanted a large print. So anyways, I grabbed this very cool large print single column CSB Bible and really enjoyed it. As I was enjoying it and stuff, I thought, man, I'd like to have a smaller Bible. And at that particular time, a lot of people were talking about this leather bound single column personal sized CSB Bible that was going for like $50 or something. And everybody was bragging it up. And I was like, man, $50 CSB, $50 leather band Bible. I've never had a fancy Bible. I'd really like to try that out. So I got it. And I tried it out. And I liked it. And after I got it and started going through it some, I noticed something that, if I could flip pages right here, we'd go through this quicker, that the pages were the same. The layout is the same. So when you go to page 1686, if I could turn pages, it'd be all right. In both Bibles, it's the same. The layout's exactly the same. So for Bible, or for memorization, we memorize things visually as well. So to be able to navigate the Bible and everything, if you know that Romans starts on the right side and this layout's the same, those are all visual cues that make it easier to find verses and stuff later on, which is fantastic. So anyways, as my journey continued some, I have a hard time following a single column. I'm too short. I don't know. I get distracted or I lose my place easy. So I was losing my place some. So I went back to a dual column. And this one happened to be on sale. And this is another thing Lifeway does really, really good. Or did. I think they've changed it up some. Is they had, these leather bound, decent Bibles, good bold print. This is a giant print, so this is a 12-point print, personal size. And I'll probably miss some of the, exact versions these are. Letters in red. But just a good, clean, no references. Does have the footnotes. But this is a Bible, that I wanted to be able to wake up in the morning. Big enough print I could see real easy. And just be able to, go through it and read with little distractions. So I got that, and I really liked it. Loved the format. And again, Holman being really good at every once in a while having really good deals, I found this Bible, and this is the Bible that I have the video of the world's stinkiest Bible. This Bible just straight up stunk. Really chemically. And it's been, I think over a year now that I've had this Bible. And I've sat it in the sun in my office all day long, multiple times. I've sat it, in the open air. I sat it in a box with some odor deodorizer things for a while, and it still has a hint of that chemical smell. But enough of that. This is a giant print, 13-point font, large. And I got this. It was a reference Bible, and I wanted this in my office so I could, see it easily, read it easily, and everything. And the print's super dark. Great on this. This, even though it stinks, I wish I would have bought 4 or 5 of these, just because they really do work. Or I really do like them. They're a fantastic Bible. But then I noticed on this as well, even though it doesn't have the cross references, the pages are the same. Let me flip that around here so you can see. So again, if you're trying to do Bible memorization and stuff, this works really, really great. And I was like, man, I like that. And I'm into the verse reference guy. That's what I like. I don't like it in the center column. I don't like it on the bottom. I don't like it on the outer column. I like to have as much space on the page as possible, to be able to see. I don't do much for notes most of the time, so I don't really care about too much space inside and out and stuff. I just like a nice clean layout. Just fantastic. So, like I said, this is one of my desk Bibles. You've probably heard me talk in previous videos. I have quite a few different translations that sit at the edge of my desk that I will just grab and reference at any point in time and stuff. And that Bible's just a little big to carry everywhere with me. And I tried the single column. I didn't want to take my bedroom Bible because I'll leave it in the car or I'll leave it downstairs. And then when I wake up in the morning, I won't have my Bible there. And I'll be distracted and off track and not reading the Bible. So I wanted to get a Road Warrior Bible. I wanted to get a Bible that I didn't care if it, got, I don't want to say abused, but I didn't worry about it being used. I didn't worry about damaging it. I didn't worry about, it sitting in the seat of my car or, falling off or whatever. So I found this, which I thought was a giant print. I accidentally ordered the large print. I wanted one just like my bedroom Bible one, but this one is end of verse, and this is a large print. So a little smaller print, reference Bible, and I didn't know for sure if it was the same layout, but sure enough, it certainly is. It is the same layout. Letters of Jesus in red, which I like that. Not a necessity for most people, but I like it. You'll notice that I have dates at the chapter heads. I have underlines. I underline each verse that I read. I also put a date on the chapter or where I read and stuff because I want to pass these Bibles down to my kids, my family members, my wife, whatever, that they can pick it up and be like, Dad read here this day. He's read this much of this Bible. That they can pick it up and just, know where I've read and everything. Again, end of verse, this Bible goes with me everywhere. I take it to, church with me, even when the church doesn't read the same version, because none of my churches read the CSB. I really like the CSB translation. It's clear, it's readable, it's really good. No complaints at all. I mean, none that I'm qualified to complain about anyways. So, anyways, I got these, and then I started wanting, because I underline is because I have a hard time, differentiating out of here for the verses. I like to be able to quickly reference that and do that. So, and I just got a hankering to where I really wanted to check out one of those handcrafted versions. I've been so happy with these leather versions that they are. They aren't the handcrafted series. The paper may be a little thin, but man, I've loved the layout. The build quality's okay. I mean, sure, it could probably be better, but it's good. It's comfortable. It's floppy. It, reads well, fits in my hand well. Just really, really great, especially this giant print one. So I was looking at the specs and the numbers on the giant print size, and well, I'll just compare those side by side first here real quick. That the giant print marbled calfskin one was slightly larger, which I was okay with, but the print size is a little smaller. And I knew that it had, larger margins. Well, after doing a little looking and studying, I found out that it's the same layout, or really, really close. This is a little different than as my bedroom one. That it doesn't have the cross references, but it has a little bit more margin here on the sides. So there's a little more margin there. But this right column sometimes is a little shorter. So the wording's not exactly the same, but the layout's really, really close. And the page numbers are the same. But this one here is a little, like I said, it's a little different layout. But size-wise, I'll just compare those. You can see that, let me scoot this up a little here. There's more spacing up top here. That accounts for it. There's more spacing on the side. That accounts for that larger size. But yet, still the smaller print. Only by one cap size. But you can see it's a difference. I would have almost... I really love this Bible. This one here, I wish I would have bought 10 of these. They were on sale stupid cheap. And I so wish I would have bought them. But anyways, I didn't. But like I said, the layout is exactly the same as my bedroom morning Bible, except a little difference. Let me get to the same page and see if I can... Well, it's 1 Corinthians 4. Let's try that one there. Gotta have it the right way. And as most of you know, and if you don't, I usually put ribbons in my Bibles and stuff like that. Just because, one, I like usually more than what they come with. The Handcrafted one comes with 3, but they're all short. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Some, but I don't want this video to go on forever. But, so, this the right page? Yeah. So, the layout's the same, but when you come over to the right side, let me see if this one has any differences here. This one may be the same. This one happens to be the same here. Let's see, where was that other at? But anyways, some of them, they're a little different, but yet they still keep the page numbers the same. They just make it up, I think, in the length some, but this is a little shorter, so your words are stepped down a little bit. So not exactly the same one-to-one on memory. See if I just go over a page or two here. Like I said, I don't want to spend a ton of time on this, just because it's really not that big of a deal. 5, 6... Okay, so let's see if I can do it on this other side. The left side has it, this side does not. Ha! Anyways, maybe you can see this way here. No. It's not everywhere. Every once in a while, it's a little different. No big deal. Anyways, if you would like to see, this Bible retails for $170. Never sells for that. It sells anywhere between like $110, $130. It's an expensive Bible. It's a nice Bible. This is an issue. There's a few other issues. I'm considering putting together a video of how to correct this on your own if you don't want to deal with a warranty issue or talk to them. Every ribbon was just kind of thrown in there and creased. There's some stuff up top that I don't know if you can see or not right there, but that I don't know, for the price. If you want me to dig into that some, leave a comment, let me know about it. I'd like to hear your comments. Yes, it's a Bible, it has character, I want to use it, but man, for that price, I expected it to come in better form than the other ones that I paid a lot less for. My $18 Bible didn't have the flaws that this one does. But anyways, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. You have a blessed day.